Well, hi, welcome back. It's been a few days since the last video. This is the Stalker 9. As you can see, I've disassembled a little bit further. Just a couple of jobs I've done so far. The 100 microfarad capacitors up here, you'll see, have been replaced. The one didn't measure good at all. The other one was probably okay, but might as well just change them. You just see the difference in size for 40-year-old capacitors versus today. The power as well was just a couple of little tiny wires from the power socket. So we've redone that power socket. I don't know if you can see, also added in the idiot diode. So that's nice, solid copper. And have removed the 2SA1012. Actually have a new device, haven't even opened the packet yet, but a new 1012 has arrived. So we can look at that. But the main job is we identified previously that the radio's been modified. So it has some form of extra channels. You can see here the pin 9, I think it is. One of the adders is pulled out, so that needs to be reworked, and that I think is wired to the noise blanker switch. So one of the goals here is return this to stock, but also just looking through, checking capacitors really. Most of them are okay. You can see the plastic covering nicely wrapped around the top of the capacitors, but there's a couple here that are stretched, so it's a sign that they're going out. So next job really is to grab the other Stalker 9 that I have here, flip the covers off that, and start comparing really, and see what I need to do to return it to stock. So yeah, I will start on that and come back with you a little bit later. Okay, so quick status update. This is the reference set. This was the good one that's stock. Just using that to trace and ensure I've got everything in the right place. So this is where I'm up to. We've got this thing back in its socket with all its pins intact. Spun the UK FM board around so that's neat and tidy. So one other thing I've noticed is the VR6 transmit frequency pot has been removed, and the clarifier is wired through there. Part of these modifications, I assume that was to have a larger frequency adjust to get onto, I assume with these radios, onto the zeros. When you're on the high band, it's on the 5s, so I assume that's getting it down to the zeros. So we will need to find a new, I think that looks like that's a 50K pot. So that's an additional item to go on the shopping list. So I'm going to keep working through this, get everything back to its stock location, and be back with you shortly. Okay, well, it's been a couple of hours, and it looks like I'm now as far as I can go until I can get some more parts. So this is how she currently sits. Spun the UK board around so that is sitting properly and the wiring's sitting properly. Redone the RF gain wiring as that was incorrect. Redone the clarifier wiring as that was all incorrect. And redone the noise blanker as that was part of the mod being switched. And in that process I realized that the clarifier was wired into VR6. So I don't know if you can see, but VR6 is missing. So need to get new skeleton pot there, got that on order. The only other thing I noticed on the start from the wiring is there is a choke. I don't know if you can see in there. There's a choke on the mic. That choke is missing, so I'll need to identify what that is. Replaced the ESO 2SA1012. Removed any other bits of wiring that were part of the mod, and that's it. So I need a new VR6, work out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do anything about that choke, and then I think we'll be ready for some testing. So stay tuned. Hopefully in the next few days we'll be close to done. All right, thanks for watching.